You know, 3 weeks ago, I came on here for the WWE Great Balls of Fire review and results, and unfortunately, in that video, I was very frustrated over the loss of Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar and how that match happened so quickly and how it happened so late, and it was my initial reaction to that pay-per-view, and yeah, I didn't enjoy that pay-per-view as much as some other people did, but I proclaimed it the worst pay-per-view of the year. Holy shit, was I wrong, ladies and gentlemen. God damn it, I'm willing to admit that here, because after what we seen tonight, holy shit. This pay-per-view was absolutely awful. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Top to bottom. Besides that tag team match, which even that had its mind-boggling moments. Besides that, this pay-per-view was absolutely trash. Nothing that happened after that first tag team title match was of any esteem whatsoever. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. This is Joel Perez bringing you your official WWE Battleground review and results. I'm sorry I can't come on here with all my cheery openings and giving you all my plugs right away, because this was a pay-per-view, and I shit you not when I say this. This is a pay-per-view where we have just witnessed the return of one of the worst in-ring competitors we have ever had the dishonor to witness in the WWE. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this pay-per-view was the return of the fucking great Khali. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. You know that is the recipe for a terrible pay-per-view. When the pay-per-view goes off the air with the great motherfucking Khali. I mean, I'm almost speechless. It's like WWE at this point is completely blind to what people want to see. No one wants to see Jinder Mahal as WWE champion. Yet here he is, your current reigning, defending 50th WWE champion, and I can assure you that no one definitely wants to see the great Khali, bro. And what did we get here tonight? Exactly that. The great Khali. I mean, if you want to talk about the Punjabi prison match, talk about a structure that's supposed to, or is marketed as, the deadly structure, keeping everybody out, or at least is designed to keep people out, right? Yet this entire match, after the first 10 minutes, which were absolutely painfully slow, boring, uninvesting, and awful, I mean, what happens after those first 10 minutes? The fucking Singh brothers come in for the entire match, and not even that was enough, because you needed to return the great Khali just to help Jinder Mahal win this match. I mean, where's the logic? Where is the logic? I mean, if you want to make this structure seem so deadly, you want to make this structure seem so imminent, why do you not, or are you so quick to ruin and mess with the mystique of it by going against the very fabric of the structure and having interference when it's designed to keep out interference? And talk about the use of the Punjabi prison match, which is absolutely irrelevant. I mean, they use this Punjabi prison match effectively, or this Punjabi prison, the cage, or the outer cage and the inner cage, they used it for nothing during this match. I don't see what this added to the fucking match. This could have been a normal cage match, and it would have been the same goddamn thing. Why have doors? Why have doors in the inner cage? Why the fuck are you gonna waste 60 seconds, 4 pieces at a time, because there's 4 fucking doors, 60 seconds of fucking cat and mouse trying to get out the door, and Randy Orton or Jinder Mahal pulling the fucking person trying to get out back in? That's boring. That's uninventive. That's uncreative. And when you have these guys climbing the cage so fucking quickly, and you're showing that as clearly the superior way to get out the cage, why the fuck would they get out the door? Why? What sense does that make? Because if you ask me, it's absolutely none. The part where this match actually got underway, and not even that, because even then, it was still monotonous, it was still boring, I was still dreaming of going and sleeping on my bed and wrapping my head around a pillow, and I just got a Nintendo Switch, and playing some Zelda Breath of the Wild, playing some Splatoon 2, or getting on my PS4, playing some GTA, maybe even playing some fucking Call of Duty, which is absolutely awful at this point in time. Anything rather than fucking watching this pay-per-view as I get a fucking notification about this goddamn pay-per-view. Let me turn my fucking ringer off. Jesus Christ. But this was absolutely pointless and absolutely monotonous, tedious garbage was this Punjabi prison match, bro. You had Randy Orton, he was trapped inside the cage, all the doors had closed on him because the fucking Singh brothers, who were under the ring, helped Jinder Mahal escape after he hit an RKO, may I mind you. They helped him escape. The door locked on Randy Orton. He climbs out the fucking cage as Jinder Mahal's trying to climb the outer cage. He climbs out the inner cage, quick as hell, bro. Quick as a fucking rabbit, which makes you wonder what's the point of the fucking doors. And he climbs out. He fucking takes his foot, extends it onto the outer cage, makes his way over to Jinder Mahal. He fucking fights atop the cage with Jinder Mahal, fights off Mahal, gets to the ground. The Bollywood boys, or, well, the Singh brothers, they fucking take advantage of Randy Orton for a while. He fights the Singh brothers off. Jinder Mahal comes in with the fucking kendo stick. He fights Mahal off. At this point, they're on the other side by the commentary tables. Here comes the Singh brothers. One of the Singh brothers. He fucking is so small that he's able to fucking fit through the hole of the Punjabi prison, which those holes are kind of fucking big. I can see Randy Orton going through one of those holes. I can see Jinder Mahal going through one of those holes. But whatever. I mean, you're supposed to keep people in, right? I don't understand it, but he makes his way through the hole, climbs up the cage from the outside, and he grabs Orton's head, and he tries to keep Orton's head down while Jinder climbs the cage. Jinder doesn't even fucking climb the cage. He's in the bottom fucking taking a nap. Orton, with his slow-ass shots, he hits like 6 shots on the Singh brother, finally knocks him down. The big spot of the matchup goes down into the announce table. That's your little big spot for the matchup. Mahal comes back. They fight for a while. Orton gets a DDT, one of those DDTs from the ropes, but this time with the fucking cage. Mahal's legs are hanging from the fucking cage. Who cares? Fights off a Singh brother as he's almost out of the cage. And then the music hits. It wasn't Great Khali's music. It was Jinder Mahal's music. You just see Randy Orton's face, like when AJ Styles made his debut at the fucking Royal Rumble and all you saw was Roman Reigns' face. It was like that, but this time it was Randy Orton's face, and everybody was like, oh my god, we've been hearing the rumors all fucking day. The Great Khali to come back at fucking WWE Battleground to help Jinder Mahal win the fucking Punjabi prison match. And little did we know, the fucking rumors were true. Before you knew it, you pan to the Great Khali. He was making his way down to the fucking ring. All the announcers, oh my, dumbfounded as hell. I'm just over here with my eyes wide open, After a while, you just have to let the fucking stress out and laugh it all out. Ha 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 ha. Right? Right, you gotta laugh it out. But no, motherfucker. Khali makes his way down to the ring, starts shaking the fucking cage so Orton can slip down, grabs Orton in a chokehold. Great Khali looks absolutely awful, so out of shape, not ready to fucking be in a WWE ring at all, but he was in his original 2007 ring gear with the black tights. He wasn't fucking dancing to the ring like he did when he was fucking in WWE in like 2012 and shit like that. In his fucking red tights with fucking Natalia. Right now, he wasn't fucking dancing to the ring. But, Randy Orton grabs Orton in a chokehold. Mahal climbs up the fucking cage, and before you know it, Mahal retains. He needed 3 motherfucking people to survive a Punjabi prison match with fucking Randy Orton. Holy shit, is WWE fucking retarded. I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it, bro. What are you gonna do with this? What are you going to do with this? I mean, are they going to justify Randy Orton getting a 4th or a 3rd shot at the WWE title because he got screwed so fucking bad? I mean, it's justified because look at all the fucking help Jinder Mahal needed to beat this fucking guy. So it's justified if Randy Orton gets a fucking rematch, and we're going to have to see this match for a 4th fucking time when it hasn't even been good once. We're going to have to see it for a 4th fucking time at SummerSlam, which sounds absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, does that sound fucking disgusting. And we're going to have to sit through the Great Khali being a fucking spokesperson or sitting there at ringside. Just the sight of the Great Khali is absolutely disgusting. If they let this guy step in the fucking ring and have a matchup, I'm going to fucking shit my pants and puke myself because that is the worst thing that could ever fucking happen. I don't know what you're going to do. Why? What is the logic under bringing back the Great Khali? I don't fucking understand it. I do not fucking understand it. But, I mean, the Great Khali has returned to the WWE. I don't fucking believe it. I don't fucking believe it. I'm still dumbfounded over this fucking decision. Smackdown Live, how they used to be so great, what they were doing at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, compared to what they're doing now. Putting on the worst pay-per-view of the fucking year. This shit was awful. Absolutely awful, and there's no excuse for it. But because I'm an asshole, you know what's not absolutely awful? The Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Look at that segue, bro. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So much content to go check out on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You got your Monday Night Raw and Smackdown reviews for this week up and running on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So make sure to go check out all that content. On Thursday, we uploaded WWE Battleground preview and predictions. So if you want to go see what I originally had thought was going to happen at this pay-per-view, make sure to go check out the preview and predictions. I also discussed the build, and I discussed why I think this pay-per-view was completely unnecessary, which I still think to this day is completely unnecessary. This pay-per-view did not need to happen, and it was just a big roadblock on the road to SummerSlam that really complicated everything and gave SmackDown an excuse to give a bunch of title changes that really did not need to happen here tonight. We were in Philadelphia in the Wells Fargo Arena here tonight for WWE Battlegrounds, and even that was, the crowd was even fucking awful here tonight. But continuing the plugs here, Saturday, Behind the Mic, just yesterday afternoon, I uploaded behind the mic, we were talking about Brock Lesnar and everything going on. Is he going back to the UFC? Did he re-enter the US 88 testing pool? All that good stuff with Brock Lesnar. We were discussing it last night, or last afternoon, I should say. Every Saturday, we cover more and more news. Behind the Mic episode number 29 was yesterday. But we're talking about WWE Battlegrounds, the awful pay-per-view that this was. This was probably the only match of esteem on this show here tonight. It was the Usos versus the New Day, and this was a great matchup. A couple too many near falls that did not need to happen, and just unbelievable kickouts that you're like, how the hell did he kick out of that? But even then, a very good match. Probably one of the best tag team matches we have seen on the main roster in a while. Usually the good tag team matches come from NXT. And when guys are like the Revival and DIY and American Alpha are down in NXT, they put on absolutely fantastic tag team matches. But here we saw what the Usos and the New Day were capable of as two very veteran teams in the WWE. And they put on a hell of a match here tonight. Very good spots in this match. You had a fantastic spot where Kofi went for the trust fall that he does on both Usos, and they caught him into a double powerbomb on the outside, which was brutal. Xavier Woods then came off the steps into a double uppercut, which was absolutely great. That's when the match really got kicked off. There was a super near fall here where Xavier Woods went for his top rope elbow, and out of nowhere, Jimmy Uso hit a super kick while Xavier was in midair. Near fall there. I was shocked that Xavier Woods was able to kick out. Usually on spots like that, you see like the other partner come in and break it up. These guys were straight blatantly kicking out of this stuff, which was absolutely mind-boggling to me. But that's besides the point. There was another super near fall where Xavier got the backbreaker into the double stomp by Kofi onto Jimmy, and no breakup by Jay. He blatantly kicked out, which again I found a little bit of going a little bit too far with the suspension of my belief. But still, there was another near fall where Jimmy, he straight up hit the double team finisher that they had. Jimmy hit a super kick on Kofi, and out of nowhere, Jay hit the splash for Kofi to still kick out, which was absolutely crazy. In the end, though, new champions were crowned as the Usos went for the double splash, and Xavier knocked Jay off, and Kofi got out of the way of the splash that Jimmy was getting, because Jimmy was slightly distracted seeing that Jay was knocked off. That allowed for the delay, allowing Kofi to get out of the way. Trouble in Paradise by Kofi. The fucking elbow drop, the springboard elbow drop from halfway across the ring by Xavier, and we've got new tag team champions. Don't understand why they didn't wait until SummerSlam for the title to change hands here. I mean, this is the problem that I had with WWE Battleground, because it makes sense that they won the titles here if you're looking at it storyline-wise, or if you're looking at it booking-wise. It really wouldn't make sense that the New Day got another title shot if they lost here tonight. It really would not have made sense. And they really needed to get the win here. They really did, or it wouldn't have made sense for them to get another title shot. So they had to pull the trigger here tonight at Battleground just to get the titles on the New Day, because otherwise it wouldn't have made sense. And that's the problem with this pay-per-view. That's the problem I had with this pay-per-view taking place. And that's where the problem presents itself. When you could have held this moment until SummerSlam, a feel-good moment for WWE SummerSlam, a very good match for WWE SummerSlam, you had this roadblock in the way in the form of fucking Battleground, and you had to put the titles on the line here instead of getting the feel-good moment at SummerSlam. And now the Usos are going to be the ones chasing going into SummerSlam, which if you ask me, makes no sense. But both teams worked very hard here, and it was a great match, and I will give them that. But after that, really no justification for the New Day to win the tag team titles here instead of at SummerSlam. If you ask me, WWE and SmackDown Live's creative team really booked themselves into a corner here with WWE Battleground as a whole. But that's besides the point. Let's move on here. This was really the only good match, and I said these two teams really worked their asses off, and it was a great match. Cannot be said for the rest of the fucking matches here. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin here. Yeah, this was a very good, hard-hitting match with a lot of physical striking while it was going on. But like a lot of matches on these SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-views, there was no payoff. In the end, it was an ending that I predicted, with the match getting a bullshit ending to keep both men looking strong. In the end here, it was Nakamura who was looking for the Kinshasa on Baron Corbin, who didn't get up, so Nakamura's like, I've had enough of this shit. Goes and picks Corbin up. Corbin, under the belt, fucking shoves the foot back there. You already know Nakamura is physically impaled from the below, and Baron Corbin has been disqualified, and there was no defined winner in this fucking matchup. Clearly, this was a fucking ploy to allow this feud to give payoff to both men and to allow nobody to look weak here. But why a bullshit ending? Is this feud really going to continue on to SummerSlam? I mean, really, this is the best you can do with Nakamura going into SummerSlam? Why not have Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura going into SummerSlam? But now, since Baron Corbin and Nakamura have unfinished business, since Nakamura kind of got low-blowed by Baron Corbin, this match is clearly going to have a continuation onto WWE SummerSlam when there really does not need to be. There really does not need to be, and that's why I said at the beginning of this video that there is a really, really underwhelming look and focus going into WWE SummerSlam, going on SmackDown's part. But after the match here, it looked like it was over, but Corbin slid back in, hit Nakamura with the briefcase, and hit an end of days for good measure. So this feud, unless they put it to rest on Tuesday on SmackDown Live, is going to continue on to SummerSlam, whether you like it or not. And that really, if you ask me, is an absolute waste of time. That brings us to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Lana. What happened here was the same goddamn thing that happened each and every single multi-women match on SmackDown Live. Rapid fire eliminations, you're getting rid of them, snap, snap, snap. Rapid fire eliminations, and no time, no focus is given to do anything whatsoever in this fucking matchup. What happened here? Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Natalya, Tamina, and Lana fighting for a number one contender position for that SmackDown Live Women's title at SummerSlam. Naomi, she came out and sat at ringside for this match, and the first thing you notice here is Lana is absolutely terrible in the fucking ring. Who approved her being able to wrestle in general, nonetheless on the fucking main roster? I mean, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Jesus Christ. Tamina and Lana dominated the first half of this matchup, but I mean, that soon ended. Tamina was the first one eliminated in this match, and this led to the rapid-fire eliminations. Tamina was the first one eliminated in this match after Lana. She was locked in to disarm her by Becky Lynch. Tamina, she broke that up, and she tried to save her, but she was quickly locked into the disarmer. She was tapping out before you knew it. Lana comes, she tries to do something, disarm her, was tapping out before you know it. Then comes in fucking Natalya, rolls up Becky Lynch, 1, 2, 3, of course, with the helps of the tights. She's out of there. That leaves Natalya and Charlotte. Oh shit, this is interesting. Alright, we can get a nice face-off between Natalya and Charlotte. That's awesome, bro. No, bro. What happens here? Well, guess, bro. Well, guess. What happens here? You already know. Fucking, this is given no time. Remember that great bout that Natalya and Charlotte had in NXT for the original NXT Women's Championship? That could have been relived on pay-per-view. Here, but nope, none of that happened. You saw fucking Charlotte, she hit fucking moonsault into the knees of Natalya, and instead of going with Charlotte, who clearly is going to give you the money match with Naomi at WWE SummerSlam, what does WWE do? Of course, they go with the fucking unlikely winner here. That allows Natalya to roll Charlotte into the turnbuckle. Literally the most anticlimactic ending they can fucking think of. She goes headfirst, rolls into the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Natalya fucking wins. Are you fucking kidding me? What is the logic behind that, bro? What is the logic? Natalya wins. Over Charlotte. Over Charlotte, who is going to give you the money match with Naomi at SummerSlam. Makes no goddamn sense to me, bro. Absolutely none. Absolutely no sense to me. I mean, Natalya, yeah, she deserves it, and if she does go on to win the women's title, yeah, she deserves it, but where was the build-up for a Natalya? Where is the excitement and the investment from the crowd in a Natalya? There is none. There is none. And when you have Charlotte, who's clearly very over and can give you a money match with Naomi at SummerSlam, why would you go with Natalya? It makes no goddamn sense to me. And if at least you were going to go with Natalya, make her have a very good match with Charlotte, give her the time to have a very good match with Charlotte, and prove her in-ring ability, refresh the crowd on her in-ring ability, and have her have a 10-minute contest with Charlotte to see who really is the better woman, instead of having spot, and Natalya is your winner. Makes no goddamn sense to me. Surprising move here. Natalya versus Naomi is going to be your match going into SummerSlam. After the match, fucking Naomi came in. She offered Naomi the handshake, or she offered Natalya the handshake. Natalya said, fuck you. Just walks away. So, we're going to see what fucking happens here, but then again, who cares? Again, SummerSlam is looking very, very shitty for SmackDown Live at this point. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Now, we went into this matchup thinking this was going to be the match of the night. They were going to put on a very good match here. Very disappointing match here. Very, very disappointing match here. There were some nice spots here and there, but in the end, there was nothing special. Nothing happened here besides a bullshit ending. There was a point where Styles got Owens in a torture rack position. He turned that into a powerbomb, a spin-out powerbomb. That was cool. There was another spot in the match where Styles was looking for a Styles clash. Owens picked Styles up, threw him into the referee. That led to the fucking ending of the matchup. The ref was down. Nothing happened that was special at all. They just alternated between the calf crusher and cross faces until the anticlimactic ending where the ref counted a slow count. I kid you not, a slow count. And Styles and Owens had Styles pinned, and Styles still didn't kick out. He had like 3 extra seconds in the fucking pinfall, yet Styles still didn't kick out. Owens is your new United States Champion. Now, people are saying that they seen Owens had his shoulders down too, and Styles had his shoulders down, Owens had his shoulders down, so it was a double pin. I'm not sure, but still, bro. Still, in the record books, it's gonna say Kevin Owens is a 3-time world champion. It makes no sense to me. Why do you keep taking the title on and off of Owens? Where is the logic? It makes no goddamn sense to me. First, he wins it at WrestleMania. Then, on top of that, he goes a month later to Payback, loses it to Chris Jericho. 2 days later, wins it back from Chris Jericho. 2 months later, loses the title to AJ Styles. Or a month and a half later, loses the title to AJ Styles at Madison Square Garden. 2 weeks later, wins the fucking title back. Where's the logic here? Where the fuck is the logic here? Makes no goddamn sense to me. Shitty match, shitty booking, and absolutely nothing was accomplished here. Again, I don't know what the hell they're doing going into SummerSlam, but to me, it's not looking fucking good. And that moves us on to fucking Rusev versus John Cena. Oh my god, this match was painfully slow, drastically boring, and it did an absolutely awful job at suspending your fucking belief. Rusev was able to grab the Bulgarian flag first here after catching Cena, who was coming off the top rope, into a power bomb. Cena hit an AA on Rusev and almost grabs his flag. He fucking climbs up to the fucking rope like a turtle. These guys are acting like they just fucking got hit by a car and they're trying to climb up the fucking ropes and they're trying to fucking walk and bring a flag over to a fucking pole. Just makes no goddamn sense to me, bro. Makes no goddamn sense to me. Cena hit an AA on Rusev, almost grabbed the flag. Rusev catches him in a powerbomb position where Cena gets a sunset flip into an STF. That had Rusev tapping, and it knocked him out long enough for Cena to grab the flag. There was a cool spot where Cena went off the stairs. At this point, they've gone up the ramp. Cena went off the stairs into Rusev. Power slam position, world's strongest slam position. Fall away slam does Rusev. And, I mean, fall away slam, at this point, instead of fucking getting the Bulgarian flag, Rusev fucking sets up 2 tables like a fucking dumbass. You clearly know those are going to be used later. Sets up 2 tables and tried to put Cena through, but Cena countered, pushes Rusev off the fucking podium where Rusev was trying to put Cena through the table. Cena almost got the flag over, but Rusev locked in the accolade, and when he got the Bulgarian flag, he almost put it in, but John Cena, they had a fucking tug of war over it. John Cena came from under, hit the AA, almost hit the AA, but Cena got a kick to the head. Rusev almost locked in the accolade, but Cena does his Superman bullshit, fucking lifts Rusev up, AA position, climbs up the stairs, AA's Rusev through the table, gets the American flag, which at this point is conveniently lying on the podium, and places it down on the fucking placeholder. Cena wins the fucking match. Who cares, bro? Everybody in this fucking crowd was fucking chirping like fucking crickets. Nobody gave a fuck. This match was slow. It was boring. Each time these guys had the flag in their hands, it's like they turned into fucking snails, bro. It was just absolutely awful. Rusev looked terrible here. Not a fucking good loss for Rusev. Not a loss that Rusev needed to take. Not a win that John Cena needed to have. Nobody gave a fuck about this, and in the end, it showed, and in the end, that was the result of what you fucking got. Who gives a fuck? Again, makes you wonder, what are these guys gonna do going into SummerSlam? Because I have no fucking idea. I have none. We go to Mike Kanellis versus Sami Zayn here. We had a classic case of the 50-50 booking in this match, with Kanellis getting the win on Smackdown, but Zayn, he gets the win here tonight with a nothing match here, really. In the end, Zayn tried to go for the exploder, but Maria got in the way. She got in the ring and she got in the way, and that allowed Mike to almost hit the Samoan driver that he hit on SmackDown. But Zayn took the advantage and hit the exploder and the haluva kick anyway. So Mike Kanellis, in his second fucking match in the WWE, is already taking an L. That just goes to show you how much WWE cares about its fucking talent. Absolutely awful. Absolutely despicable. But I mean, at this point, who gives a fuck, right? Who gives a fuck? Absolutely terrible pay-per-view. We covered all the matches here, and I'm just fucking glad I'm finally getting this review over and done with. This pay-per-view went over the fucking 11 o'clock hour for some fucking reason. Just absolutely despicable stuff that we've seen here tonight. Terrible crowd in Philadelphia. I don't know what the hell happened in that Wells Fargo Center here tonight. They drank some of that sleeping potion because it was not good at all. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that will be your WWE Battleground review and results. That's all the energy I have left, quite frankly. Holy shit, this pay-per-view really deteriorated the hell out of me. But that's besides the point, because for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be all I've got for you today. This has been Joel Perez of the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You got your Monday Night Raw and Smackdown reviews for this week up. Battleground preview and predictions are up. And, of course, Behind the Mic episode number 29, we're talking about all the Brock Lesnar controversy that came out over this past week. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to click on that subscribe button for all that good content that I just mentioned to you right there. Make sure to click on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Along with that subscribe button, if you like what you enjoyed here, click on the like button. It turns a nice blue color, very nice blue color. Find out what type of blue if you click on that like button. Make sure to comment in the comment section below. Make sure to comment what you thought of WWE Battleground here tonight. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think this was a good pay-per-view? Which in that case, fuck you. Or do you think I'm right and this was a terrible pay-per-view? Nothing here was enjoyable whatsoever. For now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your WWE Battleground review. All the links to the things I mentioned are in the description. Twitter account, we were live tweeting with Battleground here tonight. So make sure to go check out all that other content, because for now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I will see you tomorrow for your Monday Night Raw review.